I just heard a woman say that we are entering a new age of class warfare, and if we're not careful, we're not going to be able to come back from it. And the scariest part is she wasn't talking about who has money right now. She was talking about who will even be capable of making money in the future. The thinkers versus the consumers. She connected it to what the billionaires tell the public versus what they're telling their own kids. Apparently, Brene Brown said that when billionaires talk to regular people about how to make your kids successful, say like just take a computer science course online, work hard. But when they talk to each other, they tell the truth. They talk about the elite schools, the importance of higher education. They talk about personal development, reading lists, the masterminds, the high-level mentorships. They're two completely different conversations. And honestly, this reminded me of that famous quote by John D. Rockefeller where he said, "I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of doers." Because thinkers challenge the system and workers maintain them. And if we fast forward that quote 100 years, the modern version isn't the workers, the modern version is the consumers. People who aren't dangerous because they don't think deeply enough to be. Which brings us to AI, right? Where so many people aren't even thinking for themselves at all anymore. They're outsourcing their entire cognitive process, okay? They are having deeper conversations with AI than they are with their friends. Now they're getting answers without actually understanding anything. They're getting information and results without building intelligence or skills. And now the part that makes my stomach drop is I don't think AI is creating a thinking gap. I actually think that it's exposing what was already there. The people who were already consumers are now consuming at scale. And the people who were already thinkers are now thinking with leverage. And this is why someone like Steve Jobs didn't let his kids use iPads. It has nothing to do with technology. It was about protecting their ability to think before the world snatched it from them. So now we are heading forwards in a world with two classes, not necessarily rich versus poor, but people who can think versus those who can't. The people who build opportunities and those who can't even see them. The biggest threat to your future isn't money, it's losing your ability to think in a world that profits when you don't think at all. And the reason this matters is you get to choose what group you are in. You can choose to actually build skills, you can educate yourself, you can invest in your self-development, you can put yourself in rooms where thinking is expected. You can choose to understand money instead of being intimidated by it. And this is why I teach what I teach. This is why I make the videos that I do, because when you learn to think like the wealthy, you stop living in the consuming class, you start growing, you start building, and you create a life that actually belongs to you. I built an 8-figure worth from nothing because I learned how to think differently. And I show women how to do the same. If you want to join the thinking class instead of getting pulled into the consuming one, you are in the right place.